Hello there, Servum17 once again. This is some Super Smash Brothers for Wii U. This is the classic mode, and as you saw at the beginning, I've popped it all the way up to 9.0 intensity, and I'm playing as Wario, a character I've just unlocked, who I absolutely love, but I don't really know how to play as him. So I thought, why not chuck myself in at the deep end and do some capturing, and then I can lay some commentary over, and I can fill some people in on exactly what's happening with Smash Brothers on my channel. So, I love Smash Brothers, guys. I've loved it for a very long time. I got the first one on the N64, I got Melee, and then I fell out of love with it with Brawl, because I didn't like that game. And I haven't played it since, aside from, you know, when friends got together and we put the GameCube on and we picked it up, or when we went to conventions and they had it there. And it's one of those games where you never really forget Smash. It's just that way, but you can be very rusty, and they do change the games between them. And at this moment in time, I'm currently trying to figure out how this one differs, and you know, see how all the characters play and what all the items do and the maps, and it's just a lot of interesting stuff and a lot of fun as well. What I intend to do with Classic Mode is I intend to do it with every character. That is about 50 characters, because there's quite a lot. It's a massive undertaking, but if it's something you want to watch, all you have to do is tell me that you're watching and that you're enjoying it, and I'll continue to make them. If we get to the point where people stop enjoying it and people and people aren't watching, then I'll just stop, because I'm going to cover the characters I want to do first, and then I'll move on to the ones that I'm not so familiar with. That's how it's going to work. The first two that you might see, or two you will definitely see, this and Dr. Mario, will have post-commentary, what I'm doing right now, where I share some thoughts on the game, and I tell you what to expect from what I'm doing. All the other ones will be live. I have already recorded Shulk and Greninja, and what is going to happen is, because you have to bet money to put the game on the hardest difficulty, and even then there's no guarantee that it'll stay on the hardest difficulty because the game is very challenging for all the wrong reasons, I'm just going to do my best to play through the campaigns and have fun with it. And after a while, if I run out of coins, I'll probably not be able to put it to 9.0, but it'll still be fun and hopefully worth watching, because the live reactions are always a little bit more unique than the post commentary, because I'm playing and shit gets pretty crazy. But this is Smash Brothers for Wii U. I've put a couple of videos up teasing it, and I should really explain where we're going with it. So aside from Classic Mode, I'm going to be covering the events. I'm going to make videos for the events on how to do some of the trickier ones, probably how to do them on hard and get the special bonus or something along those lines. I might only cover the ones that are fun or interesting or challenging, or I might do them all. There's nothing set in stone just yet. I have currently recorded all the special moves and all the final smashes for all the characters, and I'm going to release those in videos for people to see that kind of information, because it's a nice fun little snippet of the game, and it doesn't take too long to watch because they're only about 5 minutes, and it's just an opportunity to do something a little bit different than the 20-minute long, you know, Classic Mode live commentaries. So you'll be seeing a few of those, and I'll probably make a video of all the final smashes together, because you'd be surprised how many people are searching that. Because when I searched for it, there was a lot of people on one of the videos like, wow, this is something people want to see, and I was really surprised. But then again, I'm always surprised by what people want to see on YouTube, and I really should play League of Legends and Minecraft, but fuck that. I'm going to play different things, apparently. But a lot of people are asking if I'm going to be covering 1v1 stuff. I am going to be covering 1v1 stuff, but I'm incredibly busy, guys, and of course, there's always the internet question of, I do not have the wired adapter for the Wii U, so I'm on wireless, and the connection is not very good to begin with, on top of my connection being not very good at all, and then there's the randomness of what other people's connections will be like, so I imagine there's going to be a lot of lag, but I'll still try and do my best to get some gameplay for it, and hopefully it'll be okay. The cool news is I'll try and get a lot of local stuff as well, between friends, and when we get people round and stuff, because some of my mates used to be really good at Smash, and we used to have some really fun times, and some of the local stuff can be just as good as the online, and up until that point, you're going to see a lot of computer, which I should really talk about, seeing as you're watching me fight them. So, in the previous videos, I showed you unlocks, character unlock battles. The only one you haven't seen is Dr. Mario, because YouTube flagged it. And A lot of the videos I'm making for Smash, I'm testing the waters to see what they're going to flag me on and what they're not going to flag me on. Because all of this stuff I've just talked about, you might not even be able to see. I hope you can, but I don't control it. And it's really sad, but it's just the nature of the beast. So hopefully you'll get to see it, but who knows. A lot of comments in those videos were saying that the computer looked kind of stupid. And retarded was a word somebody used. And whereas the computer is not going to be as adaptive as a human would be, it's also not going to have any of the weaknesses that a human would have. And I've played Smash a lot. On the original, I could take on 3 level 9s all against me, and I could win. It was always tough, but I could win. I could do the same on Melee. It was harder on Melee than the original, but I could win as well. The only ones I probably couldn't have done was Falco, because Falco on Melee was the toughest level 9. The dude was an evil bastard. On this game, I don't think I'll be able to do that because the AI is different. On those old titles, the AI was dangerous, they were really clever, but they didn't counterpunch you the way they do on this. And it leads to some interesting situations. So there'll be moments where you wonder why I'm not attacking, why I'm not doing certain things, and it's all because the only way you'll hit the computer is if they let you on the hardest difficulty. They will perfectly dodge and perfectly counter almost everything you do. It makes it so much that you don't even want to attack them, and it's this really strange mind game that you don't get with people. And I'm going to talk quite a lot about it in my live commentary, so I'm not going to say too much here. But what I can say is, as much as this looks like I'm not doing a very good job, and I'm not, Wario's pretty unique, I'm having a lot of fun with him, but he's an unusual character. The computer just perfectly shields stuff, perfectly rolls, perfectly dodges, you know. Somebody hit back a shell the other day at me. It was just the maddest thing ever. Oh, something else to note as well. I had a capture problem on this original recording. So it should have been a multi-man melee there against the computer, and it wasn't. And I apologise for that, guys, but you're going to see plenty of this classic mode, so don't worry, you'll see it. This is Master Hand and Crazy Hand on 9 difficulty. I managed to get here without dying as Wario. It was my first attempt at classic mode, and I got here without dying. On every subsequent attempt, I've died. So it's just one of those things. And this is not going to be a successful kill of a 9.0 final boss, because it has tons of phases. You only get 2 lives, and I had never seen this phase before, so he fucked me up with that, which is unfortunately a knockoff move. That is a slash that cannot be blocked. You have to dodge it. And I didn't know at this point that you could up tilt and attack to attack his body. So this is going to be 2 pieces of footage fused together to save you the frustration of me dying a handful of times against him. That there is a crazy laser Smash Brothers symbol attack. That is the end of that form. He's then going to transform into the crazy dog thing, and I think you're going to see a transition. There it was. So this is me now with 2 lives up against this dog on, I think the difficulty was maybe 7.5. And if you're unfamiliar, when you lose on this game, it drops the difficulty by 0.5. So you start at 9, it goes to 8.5, goes to 8, and so on. And it will continue to drop it while you continue to die. And I absolutely hate it. I think it's stupid, but I understand why they do it that way. Because it gives you better items the more money you wager for the difficulty. Higher difficulty, better the payoff. So there's a risk and there's a reward with it, but for somebody like me, who likes to make hardest difficulty walkthroughs, I would have to have a perfect run to bring you a 9.0 intensity run of classic mode, and I have no doubts I would be able to do it, but it means investing a lot of time learning it, and probably playing as the character that will no doubt end up being my main, and playing very lame to get the win. And Smash Brothers to me is more about fun than it ever has been about being completely serious. That is not to diminish the people who do take it serious, because I think the pro players on these games are absolutely amazing, and this game is just as technical as a lot of other beat-em-ups out there. Even though it might not have as many commands or as many subtle nuances, it still has all the mind games, all the chess match of it, and it's generally a little bit more light-hearted than some of those other communities, because unfortunately it gets looked down upon, which is very sad. It looks cute, you know, it might be a Nintendo game, but there's nothing 100% casual here, guys. If you think this is a casual game, go online against somebody who knows what they're doing. They will introduce you to the concept of, you know, getting bummed. But when you get to the final core, if you don't break it in time, it kills you. I've learnt this the hard way, and another mechanic that's kind of questionable. But Smash Brothers will feature quite a lot on the channel, guys. Hopefully I'll be able to get some people added on my friends list, and I'll be able to play with some subscribers and have some fun. It all depends on connection, and I can't control it, unfortunately, but I have a lot of plans for this game. It's going to feature on the channel quite a lot, and I hope you're as stoked as me to see it, because it's such a fun game, and, you know, Nintendo are winning me back now, so I'm really happy to be back with these magical games from my childhood. But thank you very much for watching, and you take care now.